Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. I thought I'd do a short unboxing. I got a box from a place called Be Createful, and they're in Kansas. And what I got here today was, or is, a bunch of flock. I got 3 different types. So what I plan to do here after I open it is I'm going to look these over, and then I'm going to do a test on these 3 different types and the one that I get from the Rhinestone world to see if they're different or which one I might like better. Just to give you an idea of maybe what you should be spending your money on. And don't forget, if you're doing something simple, to watch last video I did, because I show how you can actually use cardstock instead of this stuff for your bling. Okay, so it comes nicely contained. Have some nice packaging. So there are 3 different types. This one's called Rocket Rhinestone. Okay. This one is called just Rhinestone Flock. And this one is called, let's see, have me a card here. This one is called Rhinestone Economy Flock. Okay, I can already tell the difference in the Economy Flock. It's a lot flatter. It's not as thick as these other ones are. So I'm going to test these as well as the one that I got from the Rhinestone world, and we'll see what I like best. There's a little envelope that came in here. Nice little sticker on it. Let's see, what is this? Oh, how sweet! With sincere appreciation, it's a pleasure to have you as a customer. Isn't this gorgeous? Look what they do. They send you a little iron-on. That is cool. Nice thing. They send you a little iron-on rhinestone design ready to go. Oh, that's really cute, you guys. Alright, so I'm going to test these and I'm going to show you how it goes. So meet me back here in a bit. Okay, here we are in my Silhouette software, and I want to show you how I have this test set up. If you look, I took advantage of using one of the sticky notes right here. You get those over here on the left hand side. So if you'll notice, the blue one is the TRW, or the Rhinestone World Sticky Flock, and it's right here. It's going to be a 3.5 by 3.5 inch piece stuck in the upper left hand corner. In the upper right hand corner of the same mat, I'll have the pink, which is the Rocket Rhinestone Flock, and this is from Be Createful. Orange is just the more expensive Rhinestone Flock from Be Createful. The black is the Economy Rhinestone Flock from Be Createful. The gray is just going to be my regular HTV flock, any color that I happen to have available. And the green is just going to be cardstock. So I'm ready to make it, so I'll go over here to send. So here we are over here. Usually it comes in as the simple, which it would be cutting all of these at one time. But I don't want them all to cut exactly the same because we do have the cardstock one down here. So I went to the fill, and I changed each of these. I made them all the material, the custom material that I have. That's the TRW rhinestone material. That's what I found to work for their material. And I'm just going to use that same setting for all these. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm not going to test. I'm just going to see what happens because this is my test. The only one I'm making different, obviously, is the cardstock one, which is the green one in the lower right hand corner. So I'm going to cut my little squares, my little chunks for each of these, and set them on my mat and go cut them, and I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, my Silhouette is getting ready to start working. So it's going to do the blue first, which is the Rhinestone World material. Okay, I got them all cut out. I did have a little bit of a trouble. The most trouble I had was, I think my blade, my auto blade is getting old, so I switched it to my ratchet blade. So then I had to change some of the settings on these, but they worked okay. The hardest one, I think, to get off the transfer paper, or to weed actually, is the one that's just a plain flock, because it's so thin and it tears easily if you're not careful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these on here. The same order. This was the Rhinestone Worlds flock. And I wrote on the back what they are. This is the Rocket Rhinestone flock from Be Createful. This is also from Be Createful. This is just plain rhinestone flock. And I think this was the most expensive one that they had. This was the Economy flock from Be Createful. And it's thinner, but it worked just fine. This is obviously the one that I'm going to have to put spray on the back. This is the HTV flock. And this is the Cardstock. So I'm going to put some stickum on these right over here. Don't want to get it on my chalkboard. And there's that one. And now the cardstock. Okay, and now I'm going to test them to see how easy it is to put the rhinestones in them. So I'll just start by putting a little little blob on each one. Okay, so now just start going around in a circle like we know to do. And then you can just go across from side to side when you think you have it all filled in. Yeah, that's pretty much done, except for I'm missing a couple right over here. Oh, still missing him. There we go. I think they're all in there now. Yep, so that was pretty fast with the Rhinestone World flock. Let's try this one now. Okay, it looks like I've got everything in there. That was quick. Let's try our regular HTV. See how well this works. It's cheaper than buying the sticky flock. Of course, you do have to spray the back of it. And that looks great. Okay, let's come up here. And that one's done. Let's try the Economy. I think it's about $1 a sheet cheaper. I'd have to double check. Okay, that one's done. Now here's the troublemaker here. The Cardstock guy. Let's see how he does. just about done. There's a couple missing over here. As you know from my past videos, sometimes you might want to use that tool from Silhouette, the pick-me-up tool. It helps to fill these in. This is a lot cheaper than getting the sticky flock, but you can see if you're going to do a lot of these for a business, you wouldn't want to do it this way because it takes a while longer. And I still have this one to put something in, so I'd want to do that with either my finger or, whoops, I knocked some out when I did that. Let's take a hunk back in there again, see if I can get it to fill up. I think that this one hole wasn't cut out totally right here. There we go. And then I'd use that thing to get one over there. Just like that. So that's done. That didn't take long at all. So I'd have to say all in all, they all worked pretty well. Okay, I do have one thing to add about the, what was it called? The flock that was cheap. The bargain flock. I did notice that it does make, and I hope you can see this, a little bit of black fuzz in here. And when I went like this on the side of my chalkboard, I could feel black fuzz that had come off when I was using the tool to rub it. So let's see if I can get some of that out from around my blade right here so you can see just what I'm talking about. Sometimes they recommend you use like a little toothbrush. And let's see, do I have anything better than this? Okay, I don't want to damage this. Let's see if the point of this little marker is better. To get some of the dirt out of here. Because it's definitely in here. It's going to be coming blobbing out in just a sec. You'll see what I'm talking about. So I get it stuck in my fingernail. There's a hunk. So it's not like a great big hunk, but there are bigger pieces in here, I think, that I can kind of get out. There's another piece. There's some coming out now when I hit that. But it's still dirty in here, so I really should get a brush and brush this out before I continue doing anything else. Maybe a little seam ripper will get it, maybe. But anyway, this is, you do want to clean your blades every once in a while. And this is how you do it. You take that little top part off. But again, like I said, okay, I got it that time. I blew it out. There it is, some more of it. So that's what the economy, that's what it was called. The economy does sometimes. Then you just put this back in on top, and you can screw it right back in. And there is a little tool that came with your Cameo when you got it that helps you to screw this in if you don't have nails to use. And that's that. So I just make sure everything looks good. Okay. So that's it. So like I said, so the economy one disadvantage is that it gets all these little fuzzy pieces inside of your blade. Okay, if rhinestones are fairly new to you, the next step that I do is I've just cut this transfer paper in pieces the size that I need. And by the way, I'm going to give these away to you guys. So all you do is take this transfer paper and kind of put it in a U shape, start in the center, and just let it fall down. And then just go ahead and rub on the rhinestones because they're going to get stuck to this. Then I can just pull this up, and up comes my rhinestones right with it, perfectly like that. And then all I have to do is put it back on this transfer paper. And these are ready to be sent to you in the mail. like that. I like to press them down a lot so they really stay so they're when they're in the mail. Okay, there's that one. And I'll do this blue one next from the Rhinestone World. Double check, it looks perfect. Again, take the backing off of this. And this is not regular transfer tape, as I've mentioned before. This is a special kind that can be used with an iron. It'll withstand the iron temperatures or your heat press temperatures. If you use your regular one, it will just melt all over your object. So that looks pretty good. Begin peeling this one up. Just grab one corner. There we go. Okay, and then I just slowly bring it up. And if there are any that don't stick, all you have to do is press it back down to grab it. So again, I'll bring this piece over here. I'll put it on the smooth side. Turn this over. So if you'd like one of these hearts in the mail, all you need to do is to like this video and share it. And I will have a drawing on August 8th. Now remember that day because that's my pup's birthday. And I'll send out 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, I think. I may also, if you'd like, send out the templates. So maybe you can let me know which you would prefer to win, the template or the sticky template or the rhinestones ready to be ironed on. So again, all you have to do is like this video, comment, and share it. And you will be in the running for either a rhinestone template or this rhinestone object that's ready to go onto any kind of thing you want. You could bling a child's back to school wear. Be about the cute size for a pocket. The back of a pocket. Okay, there we go. Press it down. Okay, and that should be ready for the mail too. Of course, you'll have to be willing to give me your mail address so that I can get it in the mail to you. Last one. So again, make a U shape, just go down. Oh, I moved that one a little bit, but it's still good. And then just press down on these to make sure that they really stick. This is the one I'm a little concerned about. I bet there's going to be a lot of black fuzz on this transfer tape. Let's see. It's coming up okay. Oh, there's not a lot. There's some. I can see it. You can probably tell it's on there too when I put it on here. And that's the economy flock. It was the only drawback I saw, and I don't know if that's really a problem or not yet. I haven't gotten that far in the experiment, but you can see the little bit of the black of the fuzz it got on here. So again, if you want to win one of these, or if you want to win one of these 4 templates, like the video, comment, and share it, and you'll be in the running. So thank you so much for joining me. Oh, by the way, if you have a silhouette cameo machine and you're having trouble getting it out of the box, join me at my website, pattyannsplace.com, where I'm giving away 5 free classes that are going to bring you step by step to getting your silhouette cameo software set up, and you're getting started to knowing the tools, and you're going to get so comfortable with your machine that pretty soon you'll be making things that you've always wanted to make, but you've been afraid. So join me again, 5 free classes. You can join me at pattyannsplace.com, and I look forward to seeing you there. So thanks again for joining me. Bye, y'all.